Now, to our top story, the Israeli military saying it killed Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah in an airstrike on the group's headquarters in Beirut. Let's get more. We're joined by Dr. Chedomir Nestorovic, professor of geopolitics at ESSEC Business School in Asia Pacific. Dr. Nestorovic, what do you see the impact of the killing of Nasrallah? What impact will that have on the conflict with Israel? What do you see are perhaps the possible projections and the trajectories of the war next?
Good evening, Jill. I think that this is really a game changer that we have in the Middle East because for years, Hassan Nasrallah and his aides were ruling the Hezbollah. They were ruling a large part of Lebanon. And this will have repercussions not only in Lebanon, but for the whole Middle East. Not only in Iran, but also in nearby countries. For Israel, definitely, as it has been announced by the military, it is a great victory. So we have to see how this victory is going to be transformed in the future. But definitely, they were using a shock and awe strategy. And the Hezbollah and all the aides that we have in Lebanon and the other places are really stunned by this kind of action. Nobody could predict this. So there are plenty of uncertainties for the future.
All right. So you mentioned a few possible trajectories there, one being Iran. Will Iran, who's a staunch backer of Hezbollah, now find itself being drawn more into the conflict? How will it possibly react to Nasrallah's death?
So everyone is expecting that Iran has to react to this. However, Iran did not react very much when there was the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran, and also concerning the beepers exploding in Lebanon. So we are still wondering how and when will Iran react. And we don't have any history track record about that. So it is really an uncharted territory that we have for now. I'm not so sure that Iran will react strongly, because there would be retaliation coming from Iran and maybe from the countries which support from Israel and the countries which support Israel against Iran.
Okay, so if a question mark remains on Iran's reaction, it is clear, though, that as you pointed out, it is a victory, considered a victory within Israel domestically. And will that momentum, that backing for Prime Minister, then inform what it's going to do next strategically?
I think that they will savor the victory for the moment. And I don't think that they will push their advantage because the aim of the intervention in Lebanon has been clear from the beginning. They want to be sure that no one from Lebanon can attack Israel, and especially the northern part of Israel. So if there is a reorganization of Hezbollah, and if there is some kind of deal with Hezbollah, not to attack the northern part of Israel, I think they will stop there.
Okay, we've just been getting word from Tehran's leadership coming forward to say Hezbollah is still intact. The game has changed as well, and they stand united. Given that kind of rhetoric that's coming out, what do you feel is it? Are we anywhere near saying that Hezbollah is somewhat crippled or near that?
I don't think that it has been eliminated. Far from that. They still have the missiles. They still have tens of thousands of people who are ready to fight and who are ready to die for Hezbollah. So their force is still present there. Now, everything depends on the negotiation that can happen afterwards. And I do believe that there would be some kind of negotiation, because we have to see where is the new leadership for Hezbollah coming from? Because we have been used to an existing leadership. This leadership doesn't exist now. So we have to see who is going to replace them.
Any ideas on the succession possibilities?
So for the idea, well, many of them have been eliminated. So it is hard to find them from within the organization. We can imagine that they will come from outside, that they will come from Syria, that they will come from Iraq, or maybe they will even come from Iran. But I don't see at this moment a regeneration coming from the movement itself, because we have been used to this leadership for years. It is not for a few weeks, it is not for a few months. So it means that replacing them completely, you can replace one person, but replacing completely the leadership, this will take time.
Very interesting to hear your thoughts. Many thanks to Dr. Chedomir Nestorovic, Professor of Geopolitics at Essex Business School, Asia Pacific. Thank you.